Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Yes. So you have done your previous classes? Okay. Let us wait for 2-3 minutes. Okay. It's 27 students. Let us wait at 2-3 minutes so that everyone can join. Okay. Good morning. Okay, everyone in the chat box. Good morning. Okay. So we can start. 40 students are here. Am I audible? Okay. Let me screen share my. Can you see my screen? Okay. So yesterday, where we left, I guess fire demand. We have studied about the formulas. Did we study about the formula?
Ma'am, can you please give a brief on this formula? Yesterday, my phone got hang at that moment.
Okay, the formula. Okay,
Yes.
I will try to repeat again, but that will take a little bit time. Okay, just I will just go through. Uh, wait. See, I am showing you the this my file once again. You take a screenshot of the this one formula, okay? Because this formula, I guess you will not find in your ERP because I have not provided there. So wait, let me zoom it. Whoever was absent yesterday, you just take a screenshot. Are you taking?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this one is done. Can I scroll down?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am.
take a screenshot.
चलो इसको दो लेकिन चाहिए।
Taken?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you do one thing, huh? Don't just keep this screenshot on your phone. Otherwise, it will somehow it will get deleted. So just write down on your copy, okay? And it is better if you write down the notes from the ERP that I have provided. You write down and in your fire demand part, where the formulas it was given like this. I will show you in your ERP, you will find the fire demand part like this, okay? So this formula, it is just, it is written shortly. So you can write it briefly like this, okay? You can write this part from Kuchling's formula, you can write it down in your copy. Okay, later when your class is over, you can write it down so that after that it won't get deleted, okay? So basically, we were talking about yesterday about the rate of fire demand we can find out. So that means if any emergency situation breaks out, like there is a fire in your area, so there is already we should design the water supply scheme in such a way that there is some water provided there already. Okay, so that we can use that water during the emergency purpose. Okay, so for all the those, some empirical formulas are already given by which you, by calculating, you can find out how much water you should store. Okay, so these formulas are this one, Kuchling's formula, Freeman's formula, then National Board of Fire Underwriters formula, and your last one is your Boston's formula. Okay, as I already yesterday said that this Q and P, Q is your what amount of water required in liters per minute. That means whatever after solving a numerical problem, whatever value of Q you will get, the this one. Suppose you got 100. Okay, so the unit will be in liters per minute. Okay, the answer will be in liters per minute. And what is P? P is population in thousands. Okay, so if the population in your numerical problem it is given as suppose 1 lakh. Okay, a city has 1 lakh population, so you find out the rate of fire demand using Kuchling's formula. If a question is given like that, so P is 1 lakh. So what you need to do, you have to divide that population divided by 1,000. Okay, suppose it is 1 lakh, so you have to divide it by 1,000 and you will get 100. Okay, then that 100 you have to put here, 3182 root over 100, like that. Okay, the whatever population is given, just don't put that value in this P. You have to divide it by 1,000 and then you put that value in this root over this, for this part. Okay, so that was yesterday we have discussed about all this. Okay, so today we will start from where we left. So last point, it was your waste and theft. We were talking about water demand, types of water demand. So last is your waste and theft. So can you just tell me what can be in waste and theft? why waste and theft term is coming here? What is the water demand for waste and theft? What does it actually mean here to be waste and theft? Anyone? Okay, I will tell you. Waste and theft, some you can see some pipelines in your city. Okay, so there are so many pipes you can see. So what happens? Sometimes there are some leakages in your pipes. Okay, the pipes that the water it is carrying through those pipes to your house. Sometimes there might be some leakages. Okay, so those leakages here are termed as your waste. So we should also consider some amount. There is also some demand for water. If there is some leakage, then what that water will be lost. So we should take some this water also into account. Okay, we should store some water so that if these waste are also there, then also we can provide that water. And theft is also, like some people sometimes there are people, they steal water. Okay, they steal water because they don't have water in their place. So all these things, no, these are included in your waste and theft. And what is the value for waste and theft? It is 55 lpcd. You just write down the value. For waste and theft, the per capita consumption is 55 lpcd. Written?
No, I'm wait.
Okay, write down.
Sir, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, what is the full form of LPCD?
LPCD. Yesterday you were absent or
Yes, ma'am.
present?
Absent, ma'am.
Absent. Why?
Because of network issue.
Network issue. Okay,
Yes.
LPCD is what? LPCD, I will show you here. Wait. The full form of LPCD is your liters per capita per day. Okay, what is your name?
My name is Atul Tatur, ma'am.
Your name is
Atul Tatur.
Atul. Okay, Atul Tator. Okay, see Atul. LPCD is your liters per capita per day. That means, suppose Atul, okay, how much water Atul is using in one day? Okay, how much water Atul is using per day is your LPCD. Understood?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You are clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for yesterday already it is discussed. Okay, you can like we have different types of water demand, and for domestic water demand, like you are using water, so there should be some value. Okay, so those value, how much water you are using, or it is they can't tell that per person this much value is used. Okay, so in IS code, in IS 1172 1983, it is already mentioned there that for domestic water demand, the per capita consumption, that means one person, they use 135 lpct. Okay, lpcd 135 lpcd is the value for domestic water demand. It is already mentioned in IS 1172 1983. Okay, like that for industrial also, institutional and public, all those things, some values are already mentioned, that this much of water it is consumed by people. Okay, so
Okay, ma'am.
okay, so these are easy. If you go through the notes, no, in ERP, you will come to know. And if there is problem again later, I will explain you. Okay, you first, you go through in your from ERP notes. Okay, next
Okay.
we come to per capita demand. Write down the topic, per capita demand, and it is denoted by small q. your per capita demand is also the same thing. Okay, it is, it is the average amount of water that a person is using daily. Okay, what is per capita? Per capita means per person. Okay, capita means person, per capita per person. Okay, so it is the what? It is the average amount of water that a person uses daily. This is the meaning of per capita demand. Okay, so there is one formula. You write down this formula. You write down this formula. Per capita demand in liters per day per head. Liters per day per head is equal to total yearly water requirement of the city in liters divided by 365 into design population. So in this formula, the formula it is written that in a yearly, okay, in a year, how much water is required. So if we have to convert it to days, since it is in days, in liters per day per head, it is in day, but here it is talking about year, so we need to divide it by 365. Okay, we have divided by 365, then we have to multiply with the design population, how much population is in that locality. Okay, if we multiply it by the design population, we will get the per capita demand. Write down the formula. Okay, done writing. Okay, next we will come to the factors that affects your per capita demand. Per capita demand you have known na, that how much water a person uses in one day. Okay, so what, there are some factors, okay, which affects these uses. Okay, so what are the factors that affects the your per capita demand? Okay, so your point one is your size of the city. Okay, size of the city, obviously it will affect, because you see, in a town the population is more. Yes, in a village the population is less. So if you see according to the size of your city, or you can say the population also, same thing. So if there is more population, more water will be used, and if it is a small village, so less water will be used. Okay, so that is a factor affecting your per capita demand, so size of the city. Okay, next is your presence of industries. So if there are more industries, then more water will be consumed. Okay, and if there are no industries, or there are only one two industries, the water consumption it will be less. Okay, so then comes the climatic conditions. Climatic conditions, this, so everyone knows, during summer you take a lot, 3 4 times 5 times you are taking bath, you are drinking water. Okay, so in your summer season your water consumption is very much, it is very much high. But as compared to, winter season, because winter season everyone knows that you people take, hardly you take bath, isn't it? So the water it is saved. So that is how your climatic condition it is also affecting your per capita demand. Then habits of people and their economic status. Okay, some people, they are living, they are low income group people are there, and high income people group are also there. So high income people group, they are having, the big homes, they are having apartments, they are having gardens. So their way of living is very high, so they are using much water. If a low income group people we see, they use less water. Okay, so next is your quality of water. Okay, if suppose the quality of water, the water that you are getting in your home is, it is very safe and it is very clean. Okay, then people will obviously use that water. But if the quality is deteriorated, there is, sediments are coming, it is muddy, it is turbid, you can see by your naked eyes, you are seeing that the water is very muddy and turbid. So you will not use that water. Okay, so quality of water, it also affects your per capita demand. Next is your pressure in the distribution system. Suppose you are staying in a three-story building or four-story building. Okay, so if the pressure in your distribution system is high, then the four-story, third-story people, they will get water. Means they will get water nicely. Okay, so they will use it. But if the pressure in the distribution system is not good, okay, if it is not high, then those people, they will not get the water nicely. So that will also affect your per capita demand. Okay, then next we have, so in some places we have supply of water also matters. Okay, like you see, we have some continuous supply. Two types of supply systems are there. Okay, so one is your continuous supply and the other is your intermittent supply. What is continuous supply? Continuous supply means like you are getting 24 into 7 water in your home. Okay, that is your intermittent supply. And what is that is your continuous supply. And what is intermittent supply? That you are getting in some villages or in some places, you will able to see that. Okay, that water is coming only at the peak hours. Okay, in a day, suppose water is coming only two times, like in the peak hours. Okay, suppose at 8 in the morning, and you can say 6 in the evening, like that water is coming. Okay, so that also affects your per capita demand, because if it is a 24-hour supply water, people will not worry much, because as water is coming, पानी तो आ ही रहा है, चलो खर्च करते हैं. Okay, people mentality becomes like that. But if suppose your water is coming only twice a day, two times a day, people will think that we should save water because it is coming only two times a day. But then also in that case also sometimes क्या होता है, लोग पानी का टेप खोल के चला जाता है कि पानी तो आएगा ही उस टाइम, तो पानी खोल के चला जाता है. ठीक है, तो that is also a loss is happening. Okay, so last is your not last, your cost of water. Cost of water, if people needs to pay for water. Okay, if you people if you need to pay for water, then obviously you will use the water wisely. Okay, you will use the water wisely, and you will not means खर्च नहीं करोगे. ठीक है, so that is your cost of water. And last is your policy of metering and charging method. Suppose like the way we pay for electricity. Okay, so everyone has in our mind that we should save electricity, otherwise our bill will rise, isn't it? So if the in the same way, if you need to pay tax for water, okay, if you need to pay for water, then also people will think that, oh, we are paying for water, so we should save water, or we should use water wisely. Okay, we should not waste it. So that is also, if we use meter or if we use a charging method, then it will affect your per capita demand. Okay, am I clear, everyone? The points, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Okay, next. Let's see. We have covered per capita demand and factors affecting per capita demand. Okay. Next is your. Acha, can you mute your mic, please? Rupashri? Okay. Actually, I was hearing echo of my voice. That's why. Okay. For next is your variations in rate of demand. Okay. Variations in rate of demand. Okay. See, what does this mean? there are different variations in water demand. Okay, like you can see that uh, if I say that there are variations during the months of a year. Okay, different seasons. Okay, there are different variations in the hours of a day, in every minutes of a day. Did you understand? Okay, so there are wide variations. See, I'm saying it is in different months. Okay, then in different days of the month, then in different hours of the day, and even in the different minutes of the hour. Okay, water is being used differently. What's coming? Annotation. Okay. Okay, so here it is given that seasonal variation. Okay, seasonal variation, as I already told, it is like in during summer season. Okay, people will use more water. During winter season, people will use less water. If a fire breaks out, people will use more water. Okay, so that is all your seasonal variation. Okay, and daily variation, you see, suppose today, suppose today you are using water. Huh? So in your today, how much water you are using? In different time, you are using different water. Okay. So like morning 8 a.m. people are going to office. You are going to schools or colleges. So water is used more. Okay. Then compared to, suppose during the afternoon it is used less. Then again, if you see during the evening time, suppose 6 p.m. or 5 p.m., people are coming back to homes from their office or from their colleges. Okay, from their schools. So they will take bath, they will drink water more, they will water will be used more during your this one 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. So like that, in a day, the hourly variations are there. Okay, so here it is written that only. Okay, this is seasonal variation, this is your daily variation, and this is your hourly variation. That means in a day, in different hours of the day, water is being used differently. Understood? So this is your variations in rate of demand. Okay, so next, it is your some formulas are given. Okay, some formulas are given. You can write down these heading: assessment of normal variations. Assessment of normal variations. First, you write down these formulas, or if you want to take screenshot, you can take screenshot. Are you writing or you are taking screenshot?
I'm writing.
Okay, write down.
Okay, write down.
Your number one is your maximum daily demand. Okay, it is a formula is there. Okay, if you solve your numerical problems, then it will be more clear to you. So maximum daily demand means what? In a day, what is the maximum demand that you are using water? Okay, so that is your maximum daily demand. एक दिन में maximum कितना use करते हो? Okay, so that formula is your 1.8 into average daily demand. I will write here one thing. Just wait. This is your 1.8 into average daily demand is your 1.8 into small q. You write it down. 1.8 into small q, and your q here, this small q, it is your, sorry, it is becoming capital. This small q, it is your population into per capita average consumption. Okay, are you writing? Suppose in a question, you are given that you need to find out the maximum daily demand. Okay, maximum daily demand you need to find out, and the population it is given. Suppose it is given as 1 lakh, and your per capita average consumption, that means the use of water, how much water is used. Suppose it is given as 250. Okay, 250 LPCD. 250 LPCD is being used by 1 lakh people. Suppose it is given. Then what you need to do, if you need to find out the maximum daily demand, then this is the formula, 1.8 into Q. But what is Q? You need to first find Q, that is your population is given as 1000, then it is your per capita average consumption, it is given as 250 LPCD. So you have to multiply that, and then you have to put here, and you will get, you multiply it by 1.8 and you will get the answer. Understood? So it will be more clear when you do the numerical. Okay. Next is your maximum hourly demand. Hourly demand, okay, of maximum day. Okay, maximum hourly demand, it is said as maximum hourly demand. Maximum hourly demand means what? In an hour, okay, what is the highest use of water? Okay, suppose during your 12 p.m. or suppose 1 p.m, how much the highest water used in a hour. Okay, so that is your maximum hourly demand. So that formula is your 1.55 into MDD. Okay, this one will come later. Just wait. You do one thing. You write it as, just wait. Okay, final is your this one. This is the formula. Maximum hourly demand is, the formula is 2.7 into annual average hourly demand. That is your Q. Okay, this one is your Q. 2.7 2.7 into Q. Sorry, small q. MHD. MHD is equal to small, is equal to 2.7 into small q. The ultimate formula is this one. Okay. Then one more formula is there. It is your coincident draft. Okay, coincident draft. Coincident draft means it is what it is written here: maximum daily demand plus fire demand gives the coincident draft. Okay, you modify this line. Okay, you modify this line, you write as maximum of maximum of max, maximum of maximum daily demand plus maximum daily demand, we can write it as MDD. Okay, MDD short form, you try to remember this. Okay, MDD means maximum fire demand. Maximum of MDD plus fire demand and MHD. You write down this formula. For coincident draft, the formula is maximum of MDD plus fire demand and MHD. That means if in a formula, if in a numerical problem, you are asked to, Jimson, please mute the mic. Okay. So suppose in a for numerical problem, you are asked to find out the coincident draft. Okay. Then what you need to do, you need to find out MDD. First, you need to find out the MDD. Then you need to find the fire demand. Then you have to add both. Okay. You have to add this both. Whatever value you will get, then you will see, you will find out then MHD. What is MHD? It is your 2.7 into Q. Okay. So you will find MHD and you will find MDD plus fire demand. Whichever has the highest value, that will become your coincident draft. Did you understand, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
If you
ma'am.
have any
Okay,
doubt, you
if you
can
have
ask.
any doubt, you can ask.
MDD formula it
MDD formula
is
it is
1.8 into Q. Then
1.8
fire
into Q.
also
Then
it will
fire
be given in your
also it will
question.
be given
Okay.
in your question.
So MDD, and you have to add the fire demand. Then you have to find again MHD. Then you have to see whichever value is more, that will become your coincident demand or coincident draft. Okay, then after getting all these things, MDD, MHD, okay, coincident draft, finally you can design your water supply scheme. Okay, after knowing all these demands, you can go to design your water supply scheme. Okay, just remember these formulas. Next class we will do a numerical problem.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, we will do one numerical problem. Then it will be more clear to you. Okay, now I think I should not before doing the numerical. I think I should not proceed because otherwise it will be difficult for you to understand. Mm, okay, we can today end it here. Okay.
Okay,
No,
ma'am.
I will take the attendance. Okay, because later again the meeting will end otherwise. Okay, roll number 51. 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60,
60,
61,
61,
Present, ma'am.
61. Arif Khan present.
61, Arif Khan present. 61, Arif, 61, Arif, 61, Arif, 61, Arif.
Who's mighty one?
Mighty
62.
one. 62,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 63,
63,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
64,
60,
65, 66,
Yes, ma'am.
67,
Present, ma'am.
68,
68,
Present, ma'am.
70,
70,
71, 72,
Present, ma'am.
72, 73,
Ma'am.
74,
Present, ma'am.
75,
Present, ma'am.
76, 77, 78,
Yes, ma'am.
79, 80, 81, 82, 83,
Ma'am.
Present, ma'am. 83.
83, okay.
Present, ma'am.
84, 85, 86, 87, 88,
Present, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
87 present, 88,
Yes, ma'am.
89, 90,
90,
Present, ma'am.
91,
91,
92.
Present, ma'am.
Oh, wait, 91 is absent, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 92 is present, okay.
90 present, ma'am.
90, 90 is present.
90 present. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. I will, at the last second, I will repeat.
at the last
Just
second,
don't
I will
repeat. Then your 93,
Yes, ma'am.
94,
Present, ma'am.
95, 97,
Present, ma'am.
98,
Present, ma'am.
99,
Yes, ma'am.
100,
Yes, ma'am.
101,
Present, ma'am.
102, 103,
Present, ma'am.
102.
103, okay.
102, ma'am.
Oh, 102 present, okay. Then 104, 105, 106, 10,
106 present, ma'am.
okay.
Okay.
107,
Yes, ma'am.
108, 109,
Present, ma'am.
108, ma'am.
okay, 108, 109, both present, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Then 110, 111, 112,
Yes, ma'am.
113,
Ma'am.
114, yes,
112 present.
113 present. 113 is present.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 114. Orup Deka. 114.
Yes,
Orup
ma'am.
is present. Okay. 115.
Yes, ma'am.
116. 117.
Yes, ma'am.
118. 119. 120.
Present, ma'am.
121. Okay, I will repeat the I will say the absent ones. Okay.